As the shift dragged on, Geronimo felt the tension in the factory grow thicker, so thick you could almost touch it. It was the kind of tension that weighed on everyone, seeping into conversations and making tempers flare over the smallest things. He needed to keep things from boiling over, but that was becoming harder with every passing hour. He moved through the factory, stopping here and there to check in on workers, nodding greetings to familiar faces, and making sure no one else was on the verge of snapping like Tate had. His mind raced, though, still playing out the possibility of a strike and the weight of his responsibility if that moment came. He had a job to do, and he was determined to do it. As he walked through one of the dimly lit sections of the factory, he heard a familiar voice call out from above, "Young brother." Geronimo looked up, spotting Rock, an older man in his 60s who operated the crane high above the factory floor. Rock had been with the company for over 30 years, a quiet, stoic man who rarely spoke unless he had something important to say. "What's going on, Mr. Rock?" Geronimo called back, tilting his head to hear over the hum of the machines. Rock leaned out of his crane's cab, his face creased with years of experience. "Man, you remind me of your father. You're gonna be all right, young brother. Stand strong against whatever foolishness they got going on tonight. You're the right man for the job." Geronimo felt a small warmth in his chest at the compliment. Rock had known his father, Big Mo, for years, and coming from him, those words meant a lot. He raised his hand in thanks. "Appreciate that, Mr. Rock." Rock nodded solemnly, his eyes shifting toward the office where Ray had just written up Angie, his voice lowered as if to keep their conversation private, even though they were yards apart. "I've seen a lot of supervisors come and go in my time here," Rock said, his voice rough like gravel. "But this one? This Ray? He's the worst of 'em all. Watch him, Mo. He wants to climb that ladder and he'll sell out anyone to make it happen." Geronimo nodded, his jaw tight. "No doubt." Before Rock could say more, a worker signaled for him to help with the load. Geronimo watched as the crane operator expertly maneuvered the massive machine, moving tons of steel with the same ease one might expect from a much younger man. It was a reminder that experience counted for something in this place, something that was slowly being erased by automation and corporate decisions made far from the factory floor. He continued his rounds, knowing that he needed to stay ahead of the storm brewing among the workers. In a way, it felt like he was walking a tightrope, trying to maintain peace while also understanding the deep frustrations that boiled beneath the surface.